Hi! Hi, I'm Mintmai! Welcome back to another stream. Hi guys. Hello, hello. And right off the bat, to answer a question I see in chat, yes, I did fully migrate to YouTube. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of things that kind of went into that. I would recommend taking a peek at my, I guess why I left Twitch for YouTube stream. That's honestly the best, probably the best VOD that has everything in one stream. I'm doing well. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Did you guys have a good Sunday? A good weekend? I know I know that we hung out somewhat recently, but to me, it always feels like a while. It feels like it's been a while. But last stream was Sunday, and did you guys enjoy the Idolfest performance? I hope those of you that were interested in seeing that got to see it and enjoyed it. Hello! You'll have to forgive me for being like ever so slightly sleepy today. I had a really good weekend, and it was a restful one too. But I think just like a lot of things popped up. So I've got a lot of things popped up like into my mind as well, like things that I need to do and take care of and all those kinds of stuff. So I'm being a responsible baker. I didn't want to miss out on a Mintmai Monday though, because there's a bunch of stuff going on this week. But we can just sit and chat sometimes, you know? I haven't had just like a zatsudan in a hot minute, so I don't have like a set idea for how long or short the stream will be, so honestly it's just hanging out. It was amazing. Yippee! I'm so glad. I was a little bit nervous because I haven't edited together a video in a while, so it was. I'm glad that people liked the Wota reel at the end. I was proud of that. I thought it was really cute. Going by the flow. Yeah, exactly. I feel like if I'm taking things kind of easy, it can encourage you guys to take things relatively easy. You know. I feel like my headspace definitely reflects in streams, right? Hold on, I was gonna do this so that I have some lighting. Dun, dun, dun. Do you like the lighting? Ooh, wow. That bakery lighting. But I definitely think that my headspace like reflects in the kind of energy I bring to stream. So whenever I'm too tired or anything, I need to think about what kind of stuff to do. Kind of activities. I felt like, I don't know, today didn't feel like a gaming day to me. I just came in without much of a much of a plan, which is kind of rare for streams these days, huh? But I don't know. Just tell me what's going on. What's going on? I'm here to just sit and be part of your Monday. We're here to spend time together on a very, very comfy Monday. I'm very excited because tomorrow we're gonna jump back into Pokemon ZA, because you guys know how long my last ZA stream was. I can't help it. I really I quite like that game. I have realized after just one stream, I'm like, oh man, it's really fun. I want to jump right back into it. So tomorrow we'll do like a proper gaming stream at my usual time, which is a little earlier than now. Yeah, I have the schedule to look over to. It's Peem. It's really fun. Anything for the fashion? Stop calling me out. I'm totally going to grind I'm gonna grind the battles and the story, and then we'll do a little bit of shopping at the end again. Hopefully. Ooh, I don't think I can do like quite as long of a stream compared to the last ZA stream. This week the bakery itinerary is quite full. I have some plans towards the end of the week, so I need to prepare for those. I'm just hosting my sister for like a little bit. Yeah, Mintne-chan's in town. She's gonna come say hi. I'm really excited though. I feel like I don't talk. I talk a little bit about my family, like I tell you guys stories and stuff, but I don't talk extensively, I guess, about them. But if you guys think I'm a yapper, you should meet my sister. But also you shouldn't meet my sister. I don't think I'll ever bring her on stream. And she might be like, why? Why wouldn't you bring me on stream? And I'm like, you are going to call me by my embarrassing childhood nickname. And then chat will take that and run. I kid. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see her. Yappa collab? Oh my gosh. No, I can't. Her level of yapping is like different from mine, because the topics that she's very, very interested in are also like really, really, really different from my interests. I think she could probably tell you guys a lot about a bunch of things I don't know, also known as mainstream Hollywood celebrity gossip. I don't know anything about that, and yet somehow she's like so on top of it all. I don't know. She's just like, it just gets fed to me, like on my feed. And and I'm like, I wonder what would happen if we traded phones and scrolled each other's Twitters for an hour. You know? I feel like amongst siblings, I'm very curious. I feel like siblings tend to... It's very rare to fully overlap in interests, right? But if I was to put it any simpler, I am the nerdy one, and she's the one that understands pop culture. She is the one that is aware of pop culture. And I guess like, you know, like she might know what's happening with, I guess, like she recognizes who are mainstream celebrities and I do not. If you show me pictures of mainstream celebrities, I'm like, I don't know who that is, but she does. She knows them, and she probably knows their dating history, and I'm like, why do you know this? But for me, it's like I know a lot more like things about like anime, manga, and like VTubers are a huge niche, right? That she knows nothing about. So that's just kind of how it is. I don't mind though. I think it's good to... It's interesting to have conversations with people that are really different from you. It's a different kind of enrichment. But even so, yeah, she'll send me like cat videos sometimes. It's charming. But I do think being siblings that are just a couple of years apart, but also like really in very different, I guess, circles, it can be interesting. I wonder if you guys have stuff like that with your siblings. That kind of dynamic. It's important to talk to people who have different interests. I think it helps a little bit, like, it's the same thing with like, you know, meeting people IRL versus just over the internet. It's like you can sort of mitigate how much echo chamber you have going on. Because it's true, when you meet people over the internet, a lot of times you only met because you're in the same fandom, or you have the same experiences, or you already like share a lot of things in your mind. But I feel like there is something nice about just being like, we're super different, but we can enjoy we can enjoy each other's company anyways. I have a huge gap with the rest of my siblings, so we also have a generational difference. Oh, I see. I had a friend in high school who whose older sister also had like a bit of a generational gap with him. That happens sometimes, right? Where it's like, I feel like sometimes an older sibling could be like 10 or even 20 years older. It just depends, right, on the circumstances. So I remembered that I didn't know he had a sister for like a really, really long time. And then I found out and I was like, whoa, you have an older sister who's like out there like living a completely different life. Because I think for at least my experience with my sibling, it's just kind of like, we were a few years apart, but we're still like just, we're like 3-4 years apart. So it's almost like you don't really overlap that much in school, or in like developmental, like very important young developmental times. I think that, yeah, I think that we overlapped in some ways, and in other ways it was just kind of like, it's not like I saw her in school very much past elementary. My sister and I are very different in plenty of ways, but surprisingly similar in a lot of ways too. No, I totally get what you mean. Yeah, I have a huge, let's see, generational differences with siblings is tough, not gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard to connect, and in other times it's like, I think it's just so interesting to me how even a few years can make things so like culturally separate. I do remember, Arisa, you told me your younger sister is like a she's much younger than you, so there's like a generational difference there. My younger sister and I have an 11-year gap, and my older sister, oh, you and your older sister have a 9-year gap. Wow, wait, so that's like, it's like, it is literally a decade between each sibling, pretty much. I'm 10 years apart with my sister. The 10-year thing is surprisingly common, yeah. My sibling is 3 years younger, and I think we ended up in very different lived experiences. No, I would agree. Even if the amount of years are not super split. She's a wee baby. It's so cute when you talk to her, talk to me about her though. Arisa has like shown me some photos and videos and told me about her family, and vice versa. It's a good time. I feel like I feel like me and Arisa's dynamic as well, like our friendship is very, very sibling like as well, actually. Kazu, what kind of wording? I'm sorry, you just being like, yeah, I've got like 9-10 year differences with 2 separate siblings, and then being like, my parents really took their breaks. Listen, I think it's like, honestly, from a parenting perspective, I wonder if it feels more comfortable or like calming to like raise your kid to a point where they're like at least a little bit more conscious. Do you guys think that you had a single thought in your head until you like turned 8 years old? Because I like don't know. I have a 15-year gap with my brother. Yeah, those big gaps. I have a friend whose siblings, because her family's also from somewhere in East Asia, and so they celebrate the lunar calendar as well, like just, you know, like tradition. And so on the lunar calendar, she's got 2 siblings that are 12 years apart. So technically, they're like the same animal sign for like the lunar calendar, but it's a 12-year gap. I think that could be tough though. My brother is only like a year and a half younger, and we're still pretty different. Honestly, yeah. I wonder what's like the shortest gap that you can have between like siblings time-wise, like practically. I think it's like a 1-year difference is the least that you can have it. Like quite literally. I see. Wow, I did not when bringing up this subject, I personally didn't expect so many people to share info about their siblings necessarily, or just at least the age gap part. But a lot of us have siblings. Do we have any only child flower friends? You can raise your hand and then we can like adopt you. It's a very different experience. I've been recently informed that the safe range is 18 months. Oh, wow. I actually, in elementary school, I knew 2 siblings, and they were exactly a year apart. They were born on the same day, but a year apart. Isn't that like some wild science? I don't know what kind of like miraculous universe situation occurred there for the stars to align. That's my dad and my aunt. Really? They're born the same day but only a year apart? How do you survive that? Oh, born on the same day but a different year. Okay, but maybe not like exactly 1 year apart. That's probably pretty hard, yeah. I'd be putting in some crazy bets as that happened. Yeah, buy the lottery ticket. Only child present. It's okay. We're bringing you into the conversation regardless. Same day, different year. Wait, that's you and your younger sister? Wait, what the heck? My brain is like exploding right now. My little brother is 10 years younger than me, born a day after me. Huh? I didn't know a lot of these things. Wait, so I suppose it's more common than I thought, because now there's 3 instances already that have been brought up of 2 siblings born on the exact same day of the year. What the heck? Wow. My youngest sibling was born on the same day as my oldest sister, but like 15 years apart. Do you guys ever imagine what things are like back in the day? Because in my parents' generation, both of my parents have a lot more siblings. They both have a lot more siblings, and apparently, this is what I heard. Hearsay, but I would sure like to believe it. So my mom's mom comes from an extremely tiny village. From, you know, that time. So my mom's mom apparently is like the oldest of like 22 siblings, because in that very rural area where they have like a farm, they would just like have a lot of kids, and then the kids like work on the farm and like inherit it. But my mom's mom was the oldest. It's definitely at least 20. Yeah, my mom told me she barely heard about it much either, though, because her mom was older than everyone else. Like her mom was so much older than everyone else. She like moved out really early and like went to like school and stuff, so she didn't really know all of her siblings. But again, it was like super rural, and it was like just like them and like a farm, and they didn't have a lot of money at all, but they had a lot of kids, and they would just like worked the farm, I suppose, or like grew up in that environment. But again, a very, very different time. So I don't know. My great grandma must have worked very hard. I don't know. My mom has 11 siblings and my dad has 7. Yeah, similar reason. I see. Not gonna lie, my dad was the youngest of 15 kids. Big families. I already thought my family was big, but I think aunts and uncles, I want to count how many aunts and uncles I have now. Again, some of them are married, so I'm counting them as well. Oh, I forgot to turn on auto. Oh, no worries. Miss Alexis, thank you for joining membership. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how that auto renewal thing works on YouTube, actually. Don't forget that you can receive gifted memberships if you don't have that setting turned on yet. Yeah. My grandma had a similar experience of being the youngest of like a dozen siblings, like spanning across 40 years. Can you imagine being the oldest, like, can you imagine the oldest sibling and the youngest sibling like just like hanging out and getting like tea together? I feel like if I had an experience like that, I would want to like, I don't know. I'd want to like sit down and talk to them, because that's a lot of time. Free memberships? They're not free. Except for the 10 that I already gave out for this month. I have to wait until next month, I think, to give another 10. Depends on how generous YouTube is and if they keep that up. I see if you're a brand account, you can never get them. Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know. Thank you, Alex, for 5 months of membership. I can't wait. We will have our first Memban stream this week. I'm gonna rest lots and make sure I'm all charged up for that. I had an idea for the Memban stream too. I had this idea for like this wallpaper of sorts, but I figured I could draw it for Membuns, like a Memban perk, and then release like a different version of it. Yeah. To everyone, maybe maybe desktop versus like phone wallpaper. I don't know. I really gotta give it up to my membuns though. I gotta thank you guys for your support. I've never done a membership stream on YouTube, but I really want to, and I think it'll be chill. And I don't have any idea for I don't have any idea for specifically how long it'll be, but I think we can just treat it as an art stream. Alright, flower friends. This flower friend's going back to work. Oh my gosh. Gamba work. Oh, one of my aunts is 2 years younger than me. That does happen, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. I have a few cousins that are like not too much older than me, but maybe it's like a 10-year difference, right? So I'm like remembering now that like my cousin had a kid, and I feel like their kid is like growing up, and because I don't really speak to this cousin or anything, it's like once in a blue moon I'll see a photo of their kid and I'm like, that is like a full-grown child now. Last I knew, that was a tiny baby. So yeah, it's pretty scary how time works. Pretty scary how time works sometimes. It's like oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention, and then I like open Instagram and like someone I went to school with is like getting married, and I'm like, it's a long life. That just reminded me that my grandmother had a sister that's like 30 years younger than her. I think it was more common. It was more common back then, I suppose. More common in the slightly couple generations ago is what I mean to say. I have a niece who's a year older than me. My brother and I have a 19-year age gap. Wait. Hold on, Kazu. I'm not trying to be super specific or air out, your family tree. But based off of your chats in like the last 20 minutes, let me get this straight. You have a brother that is 19 years older than you, and then you have a sister that's 10 years older than you, and then there's you, and then there's a sibling that's 9 years younger than you. So your family literally did go like, okay, it's one kid per decade. It's exactly one kid per decade, and that's it. I told you they like their breaks. Listen, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if it works, if it works for them. It's like, it's very much a matter of preference. But I can imagine that comes with some really interesting conversations, because that does mean your youngest sibling and your oldest sibling are 40 years apart, right? Did I tell you guys how much I love Mintmai? Lexus, thank you for 5 months of Mintmai. I didn't realize that the message can send separately from the joining. That's kind of impressive. I was gonna say that, like, how evenly spaced it is almost feels like it's like a clock. It makes you think. I want to dance about this subject for a little bit. Again, I think every family is gonna be very different, right? Whether or not you're in like a single child household or a household with like many kids, like 7 siblings or more, right? I'm just thinking though, from like the standpoint of the parents, I wonder how that feels, I guess. It's like you have a kid and then you raise them until they're like 10, and then at that point in time when they're like 10, you're like, okay, we're ready for another cycle, another news cycle. But to be fair, everything I've heard, everything I've ever heard about parenthood, which is honestly not too much, it's mostly my mom telling me things. It's mostly my mom telling me things when she's reminiscing on the past. But I feel like the first few years, I feel like toddlers have to be a handful. I felt that having cats. Oh my gosh. When I had 2 kittens that were like full of energy and like sometimes having like sensitive tummies, I had eye bags. I had like very deep eye bags. And sometimes I would wake up at odd hours because they're bouncing off of the walls and they're these tiny balls of fluff. And that's not even comparable to a human baby. That is not, I cannot compare having a cat to having a human baby any day of the week. That is very different. So I can't even imagine parenting for as long as I can remember. I don't ever remember living with your older brother, because I get 19 years. It would make sense that they like went to school and then moved out, right? When your friends have kids, you can see it in their eyes. They joke about it too. Thank you, Moose Friends, for the 5 months. Your Markiplier profile picture is so intense. I respect it so much. I can't imagine how difficult it must be, right? It's like, and I think about it and I feel like, you know, I tell my parents, I'm like, I hold my parents by the shoulders and I'm like, thank you. Honestly, I don't think I was a difficult child to raise though. According to everything my parents said, I was kind of a very, very, very laid back child. I was easygoing. I didn't like cause trouble in particular. I wasn't like super high achieving in school. I was just like, I think I tried, you know, I was like an AB student. Or I don't know if other grading systems are out there, but yeah, I was just kind of like doing what I could. I think I wanted to do things for school, I guess, for like my own merit, but I don't know. Oh wait. Moose Spirits, your profile picture is Keanu Reeves? It's not Markiplier? Hold on. No, that looks like an edit of Markiplier. It's not my fault, like the YouTube profile picture is so tiny. It's so small. Oh, it's Keanu Reeves. Oh, it's Oh, Phantom Mess, that's so cute. You gotta wait a few years myself until my younger sister and her fiance get married, and eventually I'll be an aunt. That's beautiful. Oh. I wonder what it feels like. I wonder what it feels like for your sibling to get married. I don't know. Me and my sister aren't, and so we both just kind of like, we'll joke about it sometimes. We're like, I wonder who will be first. But to be entirely honest, we're both very much like, I guess we're just focused on ourselves and like our own careers at the moment and what we want in life. It's kind of not a conversation that comes up that much. But we'll just be like, because we are somewhat close in age. And we're like, wonder who will be first. Or, you know, if ever, right? Okay, now, not to just like jump topics. But it is fun. It is fun talking about the siblings and the family dynamics. I feel like it's not something I talk about all too often, but it is interesting because so many people experience it, right? However, there's something I want to talk about. Why does Markiplier look like everyone? Like, Markiplier simultaneously looks uniquely like himself, but also like everyone else. I need to get into this because I'm a Markiplier fan. Hold on. Like, and I love you too, random citizen. Who is that? That's from Megamind. Help? I just... It reminds me of Lord Farquaad from Shrek. Hold on. I want to compile... I want to compile a collage for my research. Metro Man. Yes! Metro Man. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well. Welcome in. Okay. I don't know. Here's the thing. Markiplier is like a handsome guy. You know? He's just a dude. But it amazes me that I see him in so much media. Like, I don't know. I wonder how he feels about it. Also, hi, I love your design, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Wait, actually, I'm sure someone's made a collage already of this. I think that he looks like Eugene from Tangled as well, like a little bit. Like just a little bit. Not as much. I feel like I can't ever recognize him or anyone else in general. Oh, but then I think I might be face blind. I think it just depends. I feel like I've always been good with faces, not good with names. Or good with faces, but worse with names. Yeah, I don't know. There's like... Man. Keanu Reeves. Okay, I don't think he looks like Keanu Reeves, but... I just think this is such an interesting subject. I'm bad with faces and worse with names. That's okay. It's not easy to remember. There's so many humans walking the earth. I gotta head out and get ready for work dinner. It was fun hanging out. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, Kazu. It's been good. Honestly, a lot of the times I boot up stream, it like makes my day. You know what I mean? Because even if I had a lot of things I was juggling in the morning or whatnot, stream is just such a good moment of like mental refresh and just enjoyment. Yes, we smile together. Oh, it's the opposite for me. All right with names, terrible with faces. I've spent a lot of my childhood walking up to random ladies thinking they were my mom. Honestly, I can see how that's pretty easy. It's kind of hard to recognize people from their backs. There are a few times where like if someone has a similar like silhouette to like my dad or my mom and like we're out together, sometimes I just like think that's them for a second if I've separated from the crowd for a bit. Oh, yeah, I'll be healthy and happy. For sure. I think that's always like a work in progress kind of thing, but I've honestly been doing really well. For quite some time. Not to say it's always been easy, you know, like I think there's a lot of times where the bakery gets really busy and there's a lot on my plate, but through it all, there's really amazing things to experience. So it's just a balance. I'm good with differentiating faces of different people. I'm really bad at recognizing the same person from different pictures. Oh, okay, to be fair, I think I look really different in every single every single photo of me. Like, I think I look extremely different depending on what outfit I'm wearing and like how my hairstyle is. Drastically different. Also, I don't know. I feel like every few years, like my look just changes. Maybe it's just a matter of style or like my haircut or something. Same, I'm starting to sleep well, a miracle. I'm so glad to hear that. That's good stuff. True, I remember following my mom around the store for like 15 minutes just to find out it wasn't her. On top of that, she barely even noticed I was gone that long. Oh no. That's a doozy. Do you guys ever have dreams that you get lost in the mall? Because even though I am not a small kid anymore, I have had dreams before, not nightmares, just like plain and simple dreams where I'm in a mall specifically and I am lost. And there's nothing scary happening or anything. It's just like I cannot find my way, or like I can't orient myself or find a familiar store or how to exit. Never went to the mall enough to dream about it. I actually think I thought about it and I was like, I wonder if this is like not a normal experience. But as a kid, I feel like I went to the mall once a week and we never bought anything. But it was like my mom would take us there to like walk. we would go there as like to like walk and to like look in the windows, you know? And then as my sister got older, I think once a week, maybe not once a week, but like maybe once every other week. Like I feel like I went a lot. Basically every single outing that was just my mom, me and my sister, we would go to the mall. And the best part was you don't necessarily go to shop, but you get mall food. You get to have like a little treat. And so the classics, I love to grab like a mall pretzel. That's literally like, look at what's on my dress. It's a very big part of my childhood, getting mall pretzels and like mall lemonade and just kind of like walking around. Literally. That's fair. Malls are a big hangout spot for families. Actually, I think I know why. So my parents, they immigrated, right? But out of my family, my dad is the only one that drives on highways, if that makes sense. My mom did get her license, even though they immigrated like as, you know, adults. My mom did get a driver's license in the States. However, she cannot and does not drive on highways. It's too scary because people drive very fast on the highways sometimes. And so I remember specifically when I was a kid, the only time my mom would drive the car was for like very local roads or for like really close by stuff. And the best place to go on like a Saturday for her, me and my sister, was to the mall. We would go to the mall on like a Saturday at like 10 in the morning, and she could get there like driving all local roads. And she would park and we would go and walk around the mall. And my mom, she would just like look at some stuff. And we would look at some stuff. And then we'd get like mall lemonade and pretzels. Or like, yeah, Sparrow pizza is so specific. Sparrow is one of those mall foods. It's like mall Italian food. It's one of those places where it's like the food is like really bad, but it's also so good. Something about like their breadsticks and their lasagna. I haven't had Sparrow in forever, but yeah, that was a real core memory of mine, just like going to the mall. Sounds fun though, like small outings just to chill. Yeah, I feel like after moving out, like I don't really go to malls. I haven't been to a mall in a long time, and I don't frequent them. Like for the last few years, I have not frequented malls, but I think when I do go to malls, to me, I'm just like, oh, this is so fun. It's like a comfy outing. Especially around the holidays, actually. Malls are empty. Yeah, mall culture is kind of dying down, but I think when I like during childhood, they were like a lot busier. I think nowadays, I feel like the pattern I notice is there are some ghost malls, there are some unpopular malls, and then every once in a while, maybe per each region, there will be one mall that is still like very active. Yeah, a lot of stuff's online shopping now. I feel like a mall is just like a separate experience though. I don't go to shop, I go to like look at everything. It's different where you can, when you can walk places where you can actually like touch things and like have tangible experiences. Speaking of not good food, I'm about to try some suspicious frozen Walmart gluten-free Asian food. That was a mouthful. I'm thinking about Walmart. What have I gotten from Walmart before? There's some places where there's like a mega Walmart. I honestly have not gotten food from Walmart many times. I've gotten various goods from a Walmart before, but I don't think I've gotten food from there. But I wish you and your bowels the best of luck, Rococo. Hot dog on a stick too. Yes, hot dog on a stick lemonade. Yeah, lots of things are embedded into my childhood memories that are actually associated with malls. Malls and parks, probably. Yeah. Malls and like a local park. My mall used to have this huge horse carousel in the middle for people to ride on. Oh no, it was removed to make space for the food court, but it was so pretty. I really like Ferris wheels. I love them. I still go on them. You know, at amusement parks, do you guys like amusement parks? I love amusement parks. Actually, this is a good point to bring up. When I talk about me wanting to make like more, you know, vlogs for like just to put out there, I want to make more Mintmai vlogs. Something I really want to do is to take you guys to an amusement park. I really want to do amusement park day. I love amusement parks. At least, I don't know why. It's like ever since my first amusement park trip with like friends in middle school, I was like, wow, I love roller coasters. Wow. I love rides and games and I guess overpriced amusement park food. I love the colors and the sounds. And like, oh gosh, maybe, I don't know if I have time to go before the end of the year. I want to go sometime. I want to go to a amusement park sometime. Any amusement park, as long as it's not sketchy. Yeah, let's go. There are none where I'm from. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the peak amusement park experience. Oh, last time I went to Disneyland, it was because I was really lucky. It's because I went with friends and we were able to get in free of charge because a friend like works there, like at the parks. And so I think every year maybe they get some voucher where they can bring in like 3 people for free or something like that. But yeah, that's so cute. Here you get so excited about it. I love amusement parks. Just thinking about like malls, amusement parks, those things, I'm like, wow, I better go outside and do some solo adventuring soon. I want to go on some little adventures. Mall from my childhood actually has a horse carousel in the middle of the food court, and it used to be carnival themed years ago. Oh, I love when there's like a theme. Oh man, I miss when more fast food restaurants like had fun, colorful theming. Consistently poor experiences have led me to be negatively indifferent on amusement parks. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I just think amusement parks, they can be so fun. And I won't even lie, clam chowder at Disneyland is really good. Clam chowder from Disneyland. I hope they still sell it. It's been a while. But I really like the clam chowder bread bowl that is available at one specific place. I want to go to Disney or Universal or both one day. I know people say it's not all that, but I don't really mind. I just want the experience. People say it's not all that. Ooh, let me think. I have been to Universal once, maybe? A long time ago. The thing is, Universal, they have Mario. They have Super Mario Land now, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Alex! Oh my goodness. Okay, 1, I'm glad you're okay. 2, generally I thought roller coasters were quite safe, but I understand how that could very, very quickly sour your opinion of amusement parks. I've never been to Universal, but I love the whimsy and immersion of Disney. I think that Disneyland is just huge. And there's California Adventure across from the Disneyland park. And California Adventure is like the IP side. They have like all the Pixar stuff there. And so I think that it's quite fun over there as well. I'm trying to think though. I feel like if I had to pick between the two, because the tickets are separate, or you can get a park hopper ticket, but then that means you only get like half a day in each place. Oh gosh. I think Disneyland is more worth it if you had to choose one and you've never been to either. Like Disneyland is its own thing. And I feel like for the history of the park alone, it's very interesting. I think Imagineering is really cool, you know? And of course I'm talking about Disney, like the park separate from anything else that they do, or like the company itself. It's very much, I think they've done a good job with the parks. Oh my gosh, Alex. Was that at Disneyland? Oh no, maybe another park. I don't know. Oh, that's crazy. That should never happen. That sounds harrowing. I guess, you know, I have a friend that used to be a ride operator at Disneyland, actually, and other amusement parks. So I've learned a lot from him in terms of how the rides work, and at least what you're supposed to do. But the one thing that he told me as a ride op is don't go on boardwalk rides. And I was like, oh, okay. Definitely never ride a roller coaster or like a Ferris wheel or a ride that looks like it can be put up and taken down in the same 24 hours. Because if you guys have ever seen those like pop-up parks or like little boardwalk, like beach boardwalk rides, my friend that was a ride op before and knows a lot about roller coasters, just recommended to steer clear of those. OMG, over here, they basically bulletproof the rides before they're allowed to have people on them. That sounds so scary. Yeah, they pretty much, like, I feel like most of the time they're really routine. I don't know. I almost fell out of a ride at Disney World when I was little too. Hated that. I mean, I'm guessing that you would. Okay, perhaps I am fortunate enough to been all right with, I guess, amusement park experiences. Oh, that sounds so scary though. You know, actually, I wouldn't say this is a scary experience. This was just part of the ride. I went on a ride which was particularly known for its acceleration being very strong. So like it goes from like 0 to many miles per hour in a short amount of time. That is apparently still safe for the human body, right? I got on that ride and they were like, okay guys, it's, you know, just be prepared. It goes off really fast, like immediately. There isn't really any preparation to ramp up. I'm gonna press the button and you guys are gonna go foom. And I was like, yay, I love roller coasters. So I was not thinking too much about it. I was like, yeah, awesome. And the ride op was really like, okay, make sure you're facing forward. And I was like, yep, I'm facing forward. You take those safety warnings seriously. And then they start it and then it goes whoom. And I felt like in a cartoon, you know, when someone moves too fast and like their eyeballs are like left behind. Have you ever seen that in like old-timey cartoons? I felt like I was going so fast that like maybe just like there was a shell of me like seated in midair where we had started. We just went whoom, and then we ended up back there at the beginning again. And I was like, my soul came back into my body in that moment. And I was like, I thought I was ready for that, but that was almost like an out of body experience. Just like 0 to 100. I think there's probably rides multiple places that are like that. I've felt that from a ride. That's the only way to describe it. Yeah. The scariest one for me was an original completely wooden frame roller coaster. My brain rattled so much. Oh my goodness. I was scared of roller coasters, or like I had never been on a roller coaster. And so my friends at the time when I was younger, some of my middle school friends were like, oh, you should come on this ride with us. This one's not bad at all. And it was a full wooden coaster. It was like historical, and it was so bumpy because you know how like a lot of wooden coasters, especially the older ones, they're rickety, they're bumpy, when they swing, like you feel it. And so it was terrifying. It was awful. And I was like, that was absolutely terrifying. I was like screaming the whole time. But I'm glad that I gave roller coasters another chance, because when I told someone that my first coaster was like a wooden one, they were like, oh, you were told that was like easy mode? And they brought me on a roller coaster that was fast but smooth. And I was like, okay, maybe maybe this would have been better to start off with. My favorite kinds of rides are the ones where your legs are dangling. Yeah, having a thrill isn't a bad thing, but not crazily, please. Yeah, I was bamboozled. I was told that was easy mode. Funny what ruined Disneyland for me was immersion. It was one of the horror tower rides that goes up and down in the dark, and it went up so high I was able to see the entire city, and I was like, what? Are you talking about Tower of Terror? Did you go on the Tower of Terror before they rebranded it into Guardians of the Galaxy? I miss the Tower of Terror, actually. I will never, ever, ever ride on that ride again. But before they made it the Guardians of the Galaxy thing, it was the Tower of Terror, and I thought that it was much cooler before they turned it into the Guardians of Galaxy. I just thought that the story was much cooler. Because it used to be like a Twilight Zone. They changed Tower of Terror. It has not been Tower of Terror for a long time. It's been a Guardians because they want to make everything like IP. So it's been like a Marvel thing for years now. I thought that Tower of Terror was like so cool though, because it's like the plot. It was cool before I saw the entire parking lot. Man, now that I'm looking at photos of it side by side, I really do miss the Tower of Terror. I feel like it was iconic. I liked when they had that like originality, I guess, to it. Just my personal opinion though. I also forgot I had this photo pulled up here from back when we were talking about Markiplier. Have you guys ever watched Total Drama Island? It's really crazy. I watched Total Drama Island, I think in like college. Someone finally showed it to me. If you look at this guy on the right's like Villains Wiki, his crimes are crazy. I think Total Drama Island is so fun. Gwen, my beloved. Total Drama Island Pog. Have you seen Chris's like Villains Wiki? Chris McLean Villains Wiki. His crimes is like a really, 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 really long and problematic list. He's evil. However, I find this photo quite funny. You just remember the dude with the leaf on his shirt? And I can't remember specific characters. I honestly think I remember season 1 the best. Oh my gosh, there's a really good Total Drama Island video essay. Now I'm I'm almost oversharing things I've seen on the internet with you guys. So there is a Total Drama Island deep dive on specifically this character Izzy from season 1. She's a character that acts airheaded, but someone came up with someone had a theory about how she actually like always knows and like planned everything from the start. And oh yeah, okay. It's this video right here. It's called oh my gosh, it's from 3 years ago. I have not watched this video for so long, but oh my gosh, I watched the whole thing beginning to end without skipping anything. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes long. The Izzy isn't crazy conspiracy is like, I don't know. It's a really good video. I just went ahead and linked it to you guys because why not? It's a really solid video. So if you watch Total Drama Island, it's really juicy. I actually don't think I've seen many of his other videos. If you would like to someday, I should like to see some of your recommendations. I just noticed your sub count. Nice. Eh? Oh, on YouTube? My hold on. It's not very easy for me to find it. It's not like Twitch where it's just in a box. Oh. Nice. It is now sitting at a very nice number. I'm glad that we survived 6-7. Oh, it's no longer 6-7. I just can't. 6. I can't do it. I can't say it like that kid says it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it the way he does it. Oh my gosh. Some people can just say it on their streams. I just can't. We need it to rest. Exactly. Okay, honestly, here's the thing though. When it comes to 6-7, I don't want to give it... I don't need to give it any power, I suppose, over me. Because I don't think it's gonna go away. anytime soon. I don't think it can go away because 6 and 7 are numbers that are always next to each other in order. And so as long as we are still counting 1 through 10 in the same order, 6 and 7 are going to appear together next to each other in nature and in life so often that it's gonna haunt us. I think it might haunt us forever. It's just like, I feel like it's just the past few years, it feels like memes have been moving in this direction where it's more like leaning into surrealism, where it's like you don't need to understand the joke or anything. It's like it's just becoming like a, if you know, you know, but it doesn't particularly mean anything. An adult in a movie needs to do it and then people will abandon it. No, as soon as I think it's how I've seen it work is as soon as a brand makes an advertisement, as soon as too many commercials and brands start going like, haha, 6, 7, right, guys? As soon as too many, like, I guess mainstream brands bring it in, it will die. There's supposed to be a joke. I don't think there's supposed to be a joke. It's more like a clip of this kid saying 6, 7 from a song, said it in a very specific like tone, and like did like I don't know what the hand dance is, honestly, but there's like a hand motion to go with it, and so it's become a trend, I guess. It really doesn't feel like it's like a joke with no punchline. It's something where it's like, let's just all get in on this and turn it into like the new skibbity. But it's somehow worse than skibbity because it's more common and more widespread, right? That's a lot of memes. Yeah, I think memes over time, it's just like they don't need to mean anything anymore to an extent. I mean, there's like 21, but 21 even then I think is less common now that we've been out of Vine for so long. The thing with 6, the thing with funny number 6 and 9, it's not gonna, 6 and 9 cannot become mainstream because of what makes it quote unquote the funny number, right? It's not safe for work. So you would never see that like, haha, funny number in like an official advertisement. But I can imagine a future where like in a month from now on TV in like a mainstream ad spot, there's gonna be some fast food ad or something that's like, haha, 6, 7, am I right, kids? And then people will start to kill it. People will be like, okay, it's done, we're over it. As soon as things like that happen enough, this is my personal prediction. It's either that or it will always sort of quietly exist. Mint, did you hear what Domino's did 6 or 7 minutes ago? I did not. Who's gonna be the sacrifice, please? We need it. A Wendy's commercial or Progressive? Progressive? Hi, I'm Flo from Progressive. And I don't know what she would say. $6 for a 7-piece McNugget. Oh my gosh. See, it's like I can so easily imagine them folding that in. Wait, Domino's is doing a deal where a large pizza is $6.70. Wait, did they actually do that? So it's already starting. I figured that they would not waste time with this. I figured that there are, do you think about this, guys? There are meetings, okay, in conference rooms with grown adults with marketing and media experience, and they're sitting around a little table, and one of them is pulling up the PowerPoint and going, okay, so I heard that the kids are going crazy for this combination 6 and 7. You just have to put those numbers next to each other in that order, and we're gonna show them that we're hip and cool in one of them, and they're gonna want to buy our stuff if we do this. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about how crazy that sounds? I think it's quite fun to imagine a bunch of people. Of course, I'm obviously like dramatizing it, but imagine a bunch of people in like white collar shirts and little suits sitting around a very long table, and they're like, guys, hear me out, okay? 6, 7, and then that's the new ad, and we will take the youth by storm. I can't imagine. I will say I did like that trend a while ago where I saw a couple of ads, but they were the trend was an ad except telling our Gen Z intern to write the script for the ad, and so it was like a advertisement. I think I don't know what I saw the advertisement for, but they just like have someone like a spokesperson read off of a script that a Gen Z employee wrote or intern. It was quite funny. But even that gets old after a very long time. You gotta switch to a boss my outfit for people to take me seriously. I almost feel bad for people in that conference room, almost. Pointing to the numbers 6 and 7 next to each other on a whiteboard. Yeah, with like the little stonks chart. They're like, guys, this is what's going to happen. With these two with these two easy numbers, we're gonna turn our business around. Okay, I've had these photos up here for so long, but I didn't get to specifically talk about them. This is the Tower of Terror, what Alex experienced. And what I also experienced years ago. It used to be designed like Hollywood Tower Hotel, and it was like a haunted hotel, and there was like cool lore about a story with like a family and this like elevator. I really like that it was like an elevator, but it's like you sit in these seats and it's almost like have you guys ever gotten on those drop towers? It's a ride that exclusively goes up and then down. Yeah. So it's super terrifying because there is a part where if you have your eyes open on the ride, it's like it's an elevator malfunctioning, and then you're super high up, and the windows at the top, they open and you can see a view of like all of Disneyland. Because it's that high up, you just see like everything. You can see the Disneyland parking lot. You get like this incredible view. But that window opens, you see the view, and then you're suspended in air, and then it drops. Like everyone, you just fall. I mean, you are seated in a seat with the seatbelt on, but you free fall. And it's terrifying, and I screamed so much when I went on this ride. However, now this is what it looks like now, the second one. It's all like space tech looking. Because it's like Guardians of the Galaxy now, even though it's the same ride, and I'm like, it's a little bit less immersive to me, but maybe that makes it less scary for some. I wonder if I can find a video. I kind of wanna see. I wonder if there's Tower of Terrors at other parks. Okay. Let me see if... Oh, yeah. 8 years ago. I can show you guys a video. Did they actually go on the ride? I wonder. It looks scarier before, for sure. I think it was scarier before. Okay. There's like those amusement park ride videos where they like take you there, right? I found one of them. So we can go over here. Motion sickness warning, perhaps? I should warn you about motion sickness, potentially. But like, it's really cool, you know? Okay. Hold on, I want them to get into the ride. All right, so once you're in the ride, it's like you're seated like this with other people in this gigantic elevator, and you have seatbelts on. And you go up the elevator. You see the lighting already? Perhaps close your eyes if this is very scary to you. But yeah, there's like holograms of like the ghosts of this like family or something that stayed in this hotel. So there's like some immersive story. And I forget how many times they like drop you and have you go up. Oh, this is the ghost ride. I don't remember. There's multiple rides with ghosts. Okay, so it's possible that they're falling in the dark around here. It's quite hard to see anything. But yeah, there's some cool immersive stuff happening. I'm trying to think of the part. I know the part where the floor, like the window opens is towards the end. I don't think it's this part. Oh yeah. See? It like just drops you. It's so scary. I want to see if they show a part where there's like a... Oh wait. Did they not get the view of the whole park? I don't know. Or maybe if you're in the seats you can see better, but here it's like we're seeing like the back of the Hollywood sign thing that they have up. I know for a fact that you could see the whole park though. Like the view. No, that's just the end of it. Hold on. Hang on a second. I'm so sure that there is a proper video of the drop. Is it this one? Oh, maybe this is a better view. Can you guys see the park? So yeah, it's like this. It's so... You can see so far and then they just drop you. Isn't that kind of cool though? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Oh, flashbang. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Look at how far you can see. Just like over... You can see like past the... Oh my gosh. Yeah. This angle was more clear. I do miss the immersive theming that was with Tower of Terror. Oh, hey, nice view. Ah, exactly. I can't describe, you know, the physical sensation on a drop like that. As much as I love roller coasters, I can't do that. The physical like doom when they drop you. Oh no, don't give that to me. It's so hard. So hard for me to accept that. They show you an amazing view before your soul stays up there and leaves you. Yeah. Six Flags has a huge open air free fall ride. My legs flew up and I thought they would break. Oh my gosh. I mean, I know rides are, you know, they should be quite safety tested. A long time ago I did go to a Six Flags. This is my favorite roller coaster actually exists at Six Flags. My favorite roller coaster is designed by a great roller coaster designer. It is X2. Only, like, I have not felt a roller coaster in a long time that made me feel the need to close my eyes. Typically, with roller coasters, I like to keep my eyes open and take in the view and enjoy it. This was the first ride in a really long time where my eyes could not help but squeeze themselves shut. It was that exciting. Do you scream during roller coasters? Wait, that's a good question. I say that's a good question because I think... I think that I do, but it's like voluntary. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of cheering. Like I scream for the thrill, not because it's my genuine fear response. I have not screamed on a ride like authentically like from fear or nerves on a roller coaster in a really long time. I think the first couple times I went on a roller coaster, yes, I did scream from surprise and shock and nerves. But now, because I enjoy them and I pretty much know what I'm in for, I kind of go like, woo! Nope, I don't scream. Jay, so you do scream. I think on roller coasters, I just like putting my hands up and I go like, wah! Like it definitely adds to the experience. This is part of X2, when the flamethrowers go off. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a roller coaster ride that took place, I think, inside of a mountain, and it was pitch dark. Oh, I think there's Space Mountain. Space Mountain in Disneyland is like that. It's like dark and there's like stars. But on X2 there's real fire. X2 is at an amusement park called Six Flags. Let's see. I don't think I can show you guys a video of it without it looking extremely motion sick. There's something I love about this ride though. Let me show you guys the whole ride. Do you see this? There's a fake out dip. And I thought that that was honestly like one of the most fun parts of the ride. There's a fake out. How often do you have a roller coaster with the fake out? Okay, so here's the roller coaster. Something that you need to understand is that you are sitting backwards and also laying down. And also your legs are free. OMG, what is this? This is my favorite roller coaster. It's X2 in Six Flags Magic Mountain. It's in Southern California, but I've only been once, and oh my gosh, this is my favorite roller coaster. I have to show you guys a better picture of it. Lying down. It's more so like you're in a chair, but then you're leaned back like 45 degrees and also like loose. I don't know how to explain this without really scaring you guys. It's a great ride. It's a great ride. Just trust me. So you can see there's some swirlies and some loop-de-loops. But do you see this like tiny dip here? Hold on. I have to have a cursor for this. I have a finger to point with, I believe. Okay. Just trust me, it's totally really fun. And if you're sensitive to motion sickness, probably don't. Okay. I have my smabao finger here. Okay, do you see this? Here's what happens. Follow the tip of the finger, okay? This is inside the chamber. This is where you get in line, and this is where you get on the ride, like inside this tube here. And then you're backwards, okay? You are backwards. You're going out this way. Do 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 do. And again, you're here. You're backwards. Like your back is facing this way, and your face is facing that way. And you're in this chair that's like leaned back 45-degree angle. So you're kind of facing the sky, sort of. Like all these people sitting here, they're like looking this way. They're looking... They're looking this way. And then it goes up, up, up like this. Do, 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 do. And here, this thing right here, because you're backwards, right? This right here, this little dip, boop, it's to trick you into thinking that you're gonna have a drop. This right here is a fake out. It's there on purpose to be like, oh, ha ha ha. Hee hee. Look at that. There's a drop. And it really feels like a real roller coaster drop because you're sitting backwards and you go whoop. And then this right here, I hope you see how vertical this is. This right here goes like this. This right here just like that. And you're backwards. So it's like face to the sky, back to the ground. It's one of the coolest drops that I've ever experienced. It just goes straight down. There's a better photo of this somewhere for you guys. X2 roller coaster drop. I need there to be better photos of it. Oh, that wasn't bad. Holy, yeah, literally. That's literally how it is. Pretty cool, right? Welcome home. I am yip-yapping about my favorite roller coaster. I need to find a better photo of it. I don't know where I'm gonna find a better picture of it. Cause roller coasters, they're just like that. But yeah, it's just like this, and then this way. There's like all this too, and like I think maybe this loop-de-loop one might be a separate ride. But yeah, I'm talking about my favorite roller coaster. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let's see. This is a photo of the seats. Can you see the orientation in which people are sitting? Like that's the head, and then you're sitting and your like legs are free. Yeah, so the head here, legs free. Head here, legs free. And the whole ride is like that. It's really fun. and then there's flamethrowers. So I wonder if there's like a third person perspective video I can show. Because I think first person is kind of too intense, to be honest. Everything I'm seeing is third person. In the future, they'll be showing these modern torture devices to people. They'll wonder how anyone could have been subjected. I do think that perhaps people could. I suppose it could be quite a scary experience, huh? The one time I went on this roller coaster, it was very fun. I don't know if I could go on it again, though, to be totally honest. I am not sure if my body today would handle it the way that I handled it back then. I don't know that if my cells could withstand the G-force. Hello! I'm new here. Welcome in. welcome in. But yeah, that roller coaster, the loop-de-loops, I think are a different ride. X2 is just this like gray and red one. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like the way chats and streamers work, it's like, you know, I'm reading what people are saying, even if I don't read it out loud necessarily. There's no particular notice me senpai moments. But yeah, this gray and red right here, that's X2. Those 84-year-old bones are calling to her. I don't want to feel bad that I can't read every message out loud, but you know how it is. I appreciate you guys so much. This makes me want to play Roller Coaster Tycoon and design these things. I've never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. Do you guys think I would be good at it? Do you think I would be good at it purely because I really like roller coasters? I do think that eventually... Wait, there's so many Roller Coaster Tycoon games. Classic? Deluxe? Wait, maybe the classic one is... Oh, guys! I recognize this. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Someone did Defying Gravity. Specifically to this. There is a YouTube video of Defying Gravity in Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I watched the whole thing because it was so good. Planet Coaster is another popular one. Oh, I see. Wait, I found it. I found the... It's like these roller coasters that like they sink and they sing. They move to Glinda and Elphaba singing. I think I can link it to just share the video. But this is what I've seen of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think I'll try to find gravity. And it's like the whole song, it's like 7 minutes long. And I think they might have done like a making of. I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Planet Coaster is basically a modern spiritual successor of roller coaster series. I see. Planet, okay. I don't know though. For Roller Coaster Tycoon, there's so many games. I was not expecting there to be so many. But do people just like look at the newest ones? Oh, I guess the newer ones look more advanced. There's like people in these. Fascinating. I didn't realize like how much of this there was. Oh my gosh, there's a game that says mostly negative. The Roller Coaster Tycoon World Deluxe Edition DLC has mostly negative reviews on Steam. Oh my gosh, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, the base game, has 1,950 reviews and they're also mostly negative. That one's really bad. How are the other ones all very positive and then this one's really bad? I guess with every game series, there's the forgotten child sometimes. Oh, I think I see what I would prefer. Okay. I get it now. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 like has the 3D stuff. I feel like I would want to do a little more research first. I'd want to do just a teeny more research first. Yeah. Classic was worked on by the original designer, so that one's really good. That makes sense. I feel like if you ever play a game for the first time, it does not hurt to try like the original, right? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at this later. I do like that it's sort of in a pixel style and it's like that isometric, you know, it's like locked into an isometric perspective. Have you seen the Line Rider videos for various songs? I don't think I have. I think I would like them though. I will look that up later. I may watch that in my own time. Let's see. I do think I've seen Planet Coaster before as well. Oh my goodness. Someone in the... Wow. It's a future of... Oh, it's a coaster park simulation. Interesting. Because it's called Tycoon, I'm like, does this mean that you need to like run it like a business? Like you need to make it, but you also have to manage the parks? What? The devs behind the Jurassic World Park games worked on that one. You know, I have not seen the Jurassic Park movies. Besides like the first one, probably. I bet I watched the first one as a kid. But I have not seen the Jurassic Park movies. Wasn't there this like weird animated one? There's this funky animated... oh, I don't think it was Jurassic Park. It was like this dinosaur movie. And I just remember it being super scary to me as a kid. Dinosaur animated movie, and then this like guy signs a contract with like this guy like stamps a contract. Oh, A Dinosaur Story. Yes, we're back. A Dinosaur's Story. That movie was really scary to me. Oh my goodness. There's this... The first thing I see, like looking this up, is like there's some more recent articles that are saying, "We're back, A Dinosaur Story was a kid-unfriendly tale of terror." Oh my gosh. Because I remember how, like, I guess it's kind of marketed as like a kids movie where dinosaurs wind up in New York and then things get really weird and dark and it's just like scary. Kid unfriendly is crazy. I mean, I think it's personally, I really like that there can be animated movies that are not for kids. The problem is if you really market it as being like, this is a kid-friendly dinosaur movie, then that's a problem. Let me see. Yeah, so basically it's about dinosaurs that travel to present day and they have intelligence by eating some cereal. And then it gets weird and dark. Very, yes, it becomes weird and dark. That's what I recall. Yeah, it's like specifically I remembered the cereal. It's an old movie. I looked it up and it's from the 90s, but I didn't watch it until much later, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Let's just read the synopsis. I'm like, I've got time. Let's read the synopsis to movies that we thought were perhaps not so great. This could be a whole stream, honestly. I kind of feel like this is a fun idea for a stream. We should read synopsises or like plot summaries for movies that we don't think are very good, and then we can write like a 2-sentence, I don't know, we can like write like a summary of it. Not like 2-sentence horror, more like a, I'm gonna pick up what I remember from script writing class. We could write a log line, you guys. We could write a log line, like we're in writer's room together. Oh my gosh. Wow. I did like writing though. I was not good at it, but script writing is quite fun because whenever I would write a script to turn in for class, I would be like, hee hee, I'm formatting everything so formally. It feels like I'm writing fan fiction, but it's just fiction because I get to make it up from scratch. There's something fun about only writing stage directions and dialogue. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this synopsis. That is a fun stream idea. Yeah, I'm write that down. Write that down. I gotta write that down before I forget. Read bad movie summaries and write log line for each, like a meme one. A log line is typically like 1 or 2 sentences that describe a whole movie, right? Okay, here we go. It's always interesting to hear you talk about script writing. Yeah, I surprisingly have a little bit of that in my pocket. I should like to do it more, but it can be really difficult. I was never incredible at, you know what was the hardest thing? I got called out for it a lot of times. I'm really terrible at creating conflict, which is like the most important part of forming a good story. And when in discussions with teachers and professors of mine, I was like, hey, I'm really struggling with this and I just don't know why, and I don't have any good ideas for X, Y, and Z. They're like, hey, they're like, you're not a confrontational person. Like, from everything we know about you, you're a bit more somewhat soft-spoken and like not super I guess a lot of times I care to live life in a way where like I hope to be a pleasant person, and so I'm very non-confrontational, although you have to be sometimes to take care of yourself, right? But as a result, I became very, very bad at coming up with creative ideas or ways to incorporate conflict into my writing, which is crazy. Imagine having a debuff because you're trying to live your life very extra peacefully. I can't believe it. I'm like, oh, I can't believe this. Tisk tisk. That's a mood. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I would suffer the most in my stories, or like any kind of works I would propose. They just don't have enough conflict. Or anytime I do conflict, it's like man versus self. Do you guys know the short list of different conflicts you can do? It's man versus oh gosh, the terms I'm forgetting. It's man versus man, so it's a guy versus a guy, or it's like man versus world. So let me see, because there's man versus nature, where the conflict is a character battling against, like, it's like man versus animal, or like man versus like natural disaster incoming. But then there's man versus man, which is two guys against, you know, facing it off cowboy style. Cowboy duel style. And then there's man versus self, which is purely internal conflict. So it's all about someone struggling with themselves. And then there's man versus society. And those are your... It's typically like, I want to say like things like Brave New World or like 1984, where it's not always utopian or dystopian, but it's stuff just kind of like a man versus some kind of social thing. Ah! Warren, thank you very much for the snack fund. It's super appreciated. So yeah, I think that's interesting, but everything I wrote tended to be man versus self, because whenever I formed conflict with man versus man, I didn't know how to naturally, like, to make it natural and entertaining. Man versus food, like the TV show. Oh my goodness. I dare say that's a different one. That's so funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's my kind of conflict. Oh yeah. Man versus 10 chicken pot pies. Honestly, when I watch... Sometimes it's a guilty pleasure of mine, okay? Sometimes I want to watch Try Guys Keith eat everything on the menu, okay? Even though I worry a little bit about that kind of content and how it may impact one's health. I think he stopped doing them. Did he? I feel like he kind of stopped doing the tries everything on the menu videos. I don't know. I would watch those sometimes. It was honestly fun because I used that as a reference for what I should order when trying some of these places. It's quite funny because I never would have considered trying a KFC chicken pot pie until he ate it, and he said it was good, and then I was like, oh, I'm curious, so I tried it and it was pretty good. It's definitely junk food, you can feel it. But it's tasty. A very, very, very rare treat. Oh gosh. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to be able to read you guys the synopsis. I've had this poster pulled up. I feel like I have to skip a bunch of things. Or what if I read it really fast? In 1993 New York City, a young bluebird named Buster runs away from his siblings and meets an intelligent orange Tyrannosaurus named Rex, who is playing golf. He explains to Buster that he was once a ravaging dinosaur and proceeds to tell his personal story. My favorite KFC item is kanji not available in the US. I didn't know they had kanji. I'm gonna look for foreign KFCs to eat it. I have to try it someday. I think it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, Rex is talking to, like, the dinosaur's talking to the bluebird about the past, I guess? I don't know. Oh, I can't read all of this, guys. This is In the Cretaceous period, Rex is chasing a small, I don't know how to pronounce this source name, only to be taken aboard by a flying, time-traveling ship owned by Captain New Eyes, who wants children of the present day to see real dinosaurs from the Mesozoic era. He and his alien assistant Vorb have come to collect 4 dinosaurs. Yeah, this was a weird movie, guys. I don't know why this stays in my memory, like why I remember watching this. So they collect 4 different dinosaurs, including Rex, and give them the cereal brain grain to bestow them sentience. New Eyes welcomes them aboard the ship, explains his plans to take them to Dr. Julia Bleeb, who will guide them to the Museum of Natural History, and warns them to avoid Professor Screw Eyes, his unhinged twin brother who causes mischief after having lost his left eye to a crow in his youth. That was the first paragraph. Kind of curious and want to watch it, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's runaway children that like meet the dinosaurs. And then yeah, so the kids meet the dinosaurs, and then I don't know, there's like some weird contract stuff. Weird mad scientist is happening. There's like some anecdote or like something that's like reverse of the brain cereal that gives the dinosaurs sentience. It's like very, I don't know. It's like, it's really odd. Is this early brain rot being made? I don't think it's brain rot. It's just like, I don't know how this story was conceived. It is really strange and specific. Okay, yeah, so like the evil Professor Screw Eyes has like a plan to exploit the dinosaurs for their scary potential. Like they want them to be scary and not nice dinosaurs. And for some reason, whenever someone talks about Jurassic Park, I keep thinking that this movie is one of the Jurassic Park movies. And it's definitely not. I keep thinking that this is one of those, like, I'm like, maybe it's like an animated spin-off, but it's definitely not. Yeah, okay, so some weird stuff is happening. There's like a circuit, like a dark circus or something. And then there's like a confession scene. There's like a love confession, and then they kiss, and then the bad guy gets devoured by crows, and then you can see how lost I'm getting. Okay, and then the kids go back into the normal, I guess, the museum, and like reunite with their families. And then and then it just kind of ends. It's weird. What kind of a fever dream? The more I was looking through this wiki summary, the more I was like, wait a minute. Hold a darn minute. I don't say less. I don't know, guys. Here's the wiki link. If you're so curious to actually read all of it. For some reason, I thought I could read it on stream. I could not. I think the more I glanced down, the more I felt confused. Anyway, that's on Jurassic Park. I know the original Jurassic Park movie was good, but I truly don't remember anything else. I don't know. It's very, very, very interesting. 20 mil. There's a $20 million, but I didn't even look at it. It's I will say this is like, it's animated, and I believe it's animated on like cells. So it's oh, I wonder why the link I sent is broken. Just kidding. Let me remove that. But it's called We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. It's animated. This is an animated film. And I'm pretty sure that it's like it's like before the technology allowed for like digital animation. So it's like animated the way like the old Disney movies were. Like this is like hand painted. That's probably why the budget was so high. And wait, is the cast all... Oh my gosh. I don't know who the cast is. Is the cast... Oh, they got Jay Leno? John Goodman? I don't know a lot of these names, but I certainly know some. They just really went like, okay, let's just do whatever we want. Who gave them the green light to this? We need to talk. Julia Child is in this movie? What? Wait, guys! I recognize the name of the producer! The producer worked on The Prince of Egypt and the Bee Movie! Wait, but The Prince of Egypt is a really good movie. I mean, not to say that We're Back, a Dinosaur Story is not a good movie, but I just wonder how they came to this. I don't know. This was like a test before they cook. I don't know. The Prince of Egypt is like a really good movie. Okay, but I think the screenplay is probably by a very different person. Anyways, I think that's the part that matters the most. If the screenplay, you know, that's the story. So I think it's depending on who does the screenplay or writes the original story, I'm sure that impacts a lot. You know, the early 90s filmmakers were making all sorts of weird stuff. I'm like, dude, $20 million in 1993 went into making this. Wait, actually, hold on. Let's do the conversion, shall we? Shall we do the conversion for inflation? It's gonna make me sad. Shall we? All right. So if in 1993, we spent $20 million making We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, that would have been $45 million in today's money. So effectively 45 mil to make a movie about... You know what? Honestly, the fact that this story had such a deep impact on me probably means something. I never said I liked it. I watched it as a kid and it genuinely scared me. But I remember it now and we're talking about it for entertainment, so, nervous giggles. Nervous giggles. That's still pretty cheap with movie budgets these days. But just think of the plot. Or perhaps the lack thereof. It sure made an impact on you, at least. I think the lasting impact that it made on me is that it was really scary and that I thought it was like Jurassic Park. because I guess it's about dinosaurs and things going wrong, I suppose. But, Someday someone's going to say the same thing about the Emoji Movie. I shan't say anything. I shan't speak. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. I shan't say anything about the Emoji Movie. I should not. I cannot. How much did the Emoji Movie cost? Let's find out. I've never watched it before. Do you think I should? I have thoughts though. I have thoughts though. Oh, it was 50 million. But it made quadruple its budget in the box office. It made 4 times its budget in the box office. Wait, what? I didn't know the Emoji Movie quadrupled its budget. Okay, listen, maybe it's like a really fun movie though, you know? Like maybe there's like a plot that's a bit easier to follow. I don't know. I don't have the words. I just wonder. I just wonder. I'm just checking the credits. I'm just checking the credits for the credits for the Emoji Movie. I'm like, who worked on this? Out of sheer curiosity. Bum 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 bum. Just turn off your brain. I mean, this is from the same studio as Spider-Verse, you know? So just how fast the night changes, right? Just how fast the night changes. Yeah, someone that worked on the Emoji Movie actually did some of my favorite Spider-Verse development pieces. But again, to people that work on these movies, it's a job. It's a job and it's a passion, and if you're working on the art side, you don't get to really pick the story. That means it was also it doesn't mean it's the same team, but I do see at least one person on there whose name I recognized from other work they've done, and they did they worked on both Spider-Verses and the Emoji Movie. Wait, that's such a flex. Imagine being like, yeah, I worked on both Spider-Verse movies, and I was like a main artist on both Spider-Verse movies, but I also worked on the Emoji Movie. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I've sifted through people's oh yeah, more than one person that worked on the Emoji Movie carried over into Spider-Verse. Actually, I love seeing people's VizDev work though. I used to really camp for long hours just looking at people's art portfolios because they're so beautiful. People's brains are so full of wonderful things. And I designed the poop emoji. Can you imagine? That is a fun talking point though. I think that sounds like something that people would put on, like, you know, like their dating app or something, like on like a dating app profile. You know, sometimes people put quotes for things. Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff. Yeah? Listen, I feel like it's fun. It's fun. It's a talking conversation, you know? I wouldn't be upset if I worked on the Emoji Movie, like as an artist purely. Like, what if I would get to draw emojis? Isn't that kind of exciting? I've never seen this movie. Is it a romance? The guy who did CGI cutscenes for Shadow the Hedgehog directed the Sonic movies. Sometimes the bad work pays off for good work. Well, sometimes it's not even that you've done bad work. It's like, there's a lot of times where some of the most beautiful behind the scene work happens. Some gorgeous behind the scenes work, but then the movie comes out and the movie is not interesting at all. It happens a lot. You get like absolutely heart-wrenchingly beautiful like concept art, and then over time it changes and it changes and it changes, and then you wind up with something very different from what was potentially worked on. I don't think it's the same team that does K-pop Demon Hunters and Spider-Verse though. I don't imagine that it would be, because Spider-Verse, there's the third movie coming out, and I think so from what I've seen, working on Spider-Verse is a really tasking. I'm sure you can tell from seeing the movie. The team that works on that has to push quite hard to get something of that caliber out, right? I'm pretty sure that there's different teams. I doubt there's much overlap, if any. I'm sure I could check, but I would have to I would have to look it up. I can't wait for the third movie. Me too. I'm so excited. I thought the second movie was a really good sequel. The first movie is so perfect to me as like a standalone movie already, but the sequel following like Gwen and like us seeing her universe was really cool. Man, and like her dad. I'm just so... Man, I really can't wait for part 3. Wait, when is that one? When is that slated to come out? My gosh. I will wait for as long as they need to. It says 2027 for Beyond the Spider-Verse. 2027. Man. Or 28. Okay, guys, we're all gonna be waiting together. It's okay. A long while. I trust that they need that time because it feels like they already set up what the plot was gonna be for all 3 movies. Like, it's a trio, right? And after such strong 2 movies, they know that, I think they know that expectations are really high for the third one, so you don't want to drop the ball at the end, especially now. I'll keep it spoiler free, but with how the second movie ended on a very big cliffhanger, yeah, we're in for a treat. I think we're in for a real treat. It's a trilogy. Yeah, it's a trilogy. That's what it's called. When there's 3 of something. I'm super excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse. The third film was titled in April 2022? Wow. Okay. Oh no, Into the Spider-Verse was revealed. Okay. It's scheduled to be released June 18th of 2027. All right, guys, I'm gonna put it on my calendar. June 18th of 2027, guys. Whew. That's less than 2 years away now. That's actually very practical. That's less than 2 years away. Why did I feel like 2027 sounds so far away? We're almost in 2026. Oh gosh. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Don't hold your breath. They've changed the release date 8 times already. It makes sense though. It is far away. Please don't say it isn't. But guys, I don't think it's a bad thing, but we'll be welcoming in a new year soon. It's still more than a year away. It is more than a year away. I think, I guess for something of that caliber, I really can't mind waiting. I can't complain. Just, I mean, look at what those movies look like. Wow. Oh, Alex, don't say that. Oh no. I don't think 2030 will feel like a real year to me. Silence, don't go taking 2025 away from me. The year just started. It really feels like the year just started for me too. Yum, right. Thank you for the 5 months. Thank you for membership. Yeah, I don't think 2030 sounds real. 2020 was like a perfect sounding year numerically. And then I don't know what happened from like 2021 to 2023. I think I just kind of forget. I conveniently forget a lot of things that happened then because time moved a little differently. But yeah, happy 2025, guys. It's been a very interesting year. A good year and an interesting year. What's my New Year's resolution? I don't know. I think I always make them, but I have a hard time putting my New Year's resolutions at the forefront of mind because there's always something that I feel like is more urgent to be done, I suppose. Some stuff is worth the wait, but I have a hard time anticipating things more than a year away, to be honest. Though maybe that's just because that's how my event planning works. Ah, that's true. I guess I'm not thinking presently about the final Spider-Verse movie or the third movie. Maybe because I watched the second one such a long time ago when it came out. I'm not feeling like the very jittery excitement for it yet, so I'm okay with being like, oh yeah, it's a while away. Guys, it's 2021 and there are these animal people there are these anime people streamers called VTubers. Yeah, I'm so glad every day that I decided to isekai and become an anime girl. Isn't that cool? I got sucked in the VTuber rabbit hole. I think a lot of people did at that time. I did not. I was not aware. I knew about Kizuna Ai and that's it. You've watched Across the Spider-Verse like 50 times? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I don't think I could watch it that many times. I feel like I want to save it. I want them to announce the third movie and then I want to like slowly watch the first movie again and then the second movie again. And then the third movie once it's really confirmed, the release date. I see. Yeah, Ian VTubing really exploded with Hollow Myth. When they debuted. I was not here for that. I was probably very, very busy at a different bakery. I think about it sometimes though. I really like what Kizuna Ai's doing right now though, actually. I was listening to her album the other day. I think I never got to experience a lot of her OG stuff, but I really like her new like main visual and like her casual outfits and stuff and her music. It's really cool. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum. Dun dun dun. I think I really like her music. Yeah. Hello again. Hello again. I think she's Mother, you know what I mean? I might be a very considerably new VTuber. I consider myself a new VTuber. 2022 is new, right? I consider myself new to this face, but when I see Kizuna Ai, I'm like, that's Miss VTuber. You know? That is her. It's she, mother of VTubers. I mean, I know that a lot of this industry can't be accredited to one person, like that's impossible, but her design is forever iconic. Her little pink ribbon and everything, like she's John VTuber, yeah. Okay, here's the problem with John VTuber. If someone says John VTuber, I can only think of Rin Penrose. Because I like Rin's sense of humor. They're great, you know? But I feel like John VTuber is Rin. It's just like the association formed in my brain between Rin and the name John VTuber is like too strong. And I think Rin is obviously really funny and I'm a fan. Can't look at IKEA sharks without thinking of them. Yeah, she's great. Jane VTuber then. I think Kizuna Ai gives me just like Miss VTuber. Or just like mother period with a capital M. I think for EN though, when I like for the English VTubing sphere, Hollow EN and Niji EN were like really big introductions for me, as well as Iron Mouse. When I first started getting VTubers on my feed, it was just a mix of all of those. So yeah, that was a big deal. Oh, that's mother. Quite literally. I don't know, I think she's great. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't realize that there were so many figurines of her. Very cute. Sometimes when I talk to you guys about certain things, like subjects or I guess VTubers, people, I wind up just scrolling through a Google Images tab of them on the side and like looking at images of them and thinking about, yeah, like it's so interesting. I don't know. She's just such an idol. I can't help it. It's like I'm idly looking at things on the side because it also gives me more thoughts, I guess, and I think to bring things up in the moment. This is the cutest thing ever. I think this is like a pipe dream. Like I don't know. I don't know how this is possible in any capacity, but I guess maybe my number one very more distant dream is I think it'd be really cool to have a scale figure someday. Yeah, Mintmai scale figurine. That's like a real, oh gosh, a real crazy dream. I guess I can't even imagine it. I only have ideas. I only have an idea that it would be really cute, and that's it. Because I think, can you imagine like the breads and then like a little flower friend on the base and everything? Yeah, I don't know though, because I don't know how figures of this quality get made. I know I really like seeing Rosuri's like original figures pop up, but then again, Rosuri, like her work is incredible, and she's been an illustrator in the scene for a really long time. Like, I don't know, she's amazing. She's amazing having like these figurines of her OCs being made, and by now it's like 3 different ones. Like it's multiple. Plushies are surprisingly doable even for small runs, I've learned. Yeah, I actually am working on a plushie. I'm working on one, but I don't have a set timeline for when that would be done necessarily, because especially with plushies where you really want everything to look how you want it to, there's like a sampling process, and then there's finding the right manufacturer. So I am sorry that some of these things take a surprisingly long time. Kitchen theme. Oh, Mintmai themed kitchen supplies. If I don't know, if a kitchenware brand wants to reach out to me, I'm so open to it. I don't know if I would trust myself doing that organically from the start. Kids kitchen playset. I actually do have a genuine question for you guys regarding plushie stuff. I wonder if the mouth should be opened or closed. This is something I was worrying about as recently as yesterday. I wonder if the mouth should be opened like ah, or closed like, or not puff cheeks, but I'm deciding. I can't tell what looks better to me, but I think I will have to sleep on it. Cause in plushie form, some part of me thinks like the standard is just to have like the mouth closed. Either way, I'm throwing it across the room. What the? Oh my gosh. Drawn open or physically open? Drawn open. It would be like stitching. It'd be like fabric, you know? Like, let me find a picture for you guys. I don't know. Maybe I'll look for Idolmaster ones. Okay. So for example, this is sort of the style. I mean, I'm doing it, you know, in an art style that feels, I guess, natural to me. But this is kind of the proportions I'm aiming for. Right here. Because I want to work on a small one before I work on a bigger one. But you see how like the mouth being open, like like it's not into the, it's not like a open in the same way your mouth opens, like you can't poke your finger or a pencil into it, but it's just like a flat shape. I was gonna say the open one kind of fits, kind of suits me, but I'm not fully decided on it yet. And I keep changing how I want to draw the eye art style. If it's closed, you could do a little like a like this. I could. I tried doing a few various things, yeah. I think in the end I'm gonna I'll workshop it. I think I've just been thinking about that mouth open, mouth closed thing. I also kind of like the very simple V mouth. If it's open, you could do a magnetic bread accessory. Oh, that's cute. I don't think I would do that for the 10 centimeter plush though, unfortunately. I don't know how easy it is to ask a manufacturer to stitch a magnet in a really specific spot. I've seen people put it into plushies' hands and stuff, but the more complex you make it, it gets really complicated really quickly. But I only speak from a little bit of experience making, I guess, goods. Time to DIY it? You might be able to DIY it if you're handy with sewing. Oh, a little... I'm actually looking at my file right now. It's not close to done yet. I need to... The problem is when you make a plushie, you need to make sure that everything is drawn really specifically so your manufacturer knows exactly what you mean. I don't know. I do want Mintmai plushie to be real though, so I can sleep in a pile of them. Sleep seems to be knocking. Take care. Have a great rest of the stream. Wow. Thank you for joining me this fine Mintmai morning. I think I might need to go in and do stuff soon. I gotta lock in a little bit. But this has been really fun. I feel like we haven't had just like pure chatting in a hot minute, so it's good. Yeah, I'll play around with the Nui's face. There's so many different art styles that I see being used for Nui's, but they're all very cute. Eyelashes, no eyelashes. It's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's fun talking. It is. Time to start sewing. I can sew too. I wonder. Could be really fun to DIY some. Oh my gosh, it could be so fun to DIY clothes. Clothing. Cute. Sounds really cute. Okay. I'll have to cook later. Yeah, I'll have to cook later. I do like this though. I'm liking... I just want to chip away at it, you know? Again, I'm not sure if I can have like a good day in mind or like a good time frame. But I think I'll set like a personal goal time-wise for it. Bake till you make. Oh, bake it till you make it. True. I think I'm just gonna have to cook. I know that no one's like rushing me or anything like that. It's just I want it to be real. I want to hold it. I want to take it places. I don't know why I said it like that with that voice. I want to take Mint Nui places. I want her to see the world. I can show you the world. Yeah, thank you for being excited. Let it simmer and braise. Yeah, I think something good that comes with me also moving, I guess, to YouTube. Not that this was a Twitch problem, it was more of like a me and how I'm thinking problem, but I feel like I want to give myself a little bit more, just in this general new chapter, since I'm taking steps to keep making cool content or like different things that I'm really passionate about. I want to feel okay working at a slow pace. Because sometimes I work kind of slow, and sometimes I do need to like pick up the pace, but other times I'm like, for the sake of making sure everything's organized and like really ready, I should slow down sometimes. I want a mint pape so I can feed her. I don't think it'll, well, it can't exactly, I don't know if it'll be a pape. It's a nui and it's like 10 centimeters, but I don't think it will be like a finger puppet. I've seen people do really fun things with finger puppets though, but I had an idea for what I wanted to do with my plushie. I had a very silly idea and I don't know that if it can come to fruition, but I think it would be cool if I could have a little Easter egg somewhere on my plushie. Maybe like a little, I don't know about a signature, but like I think I want to like write something on there. I don't know. I have to decide. Oh yeah? Yeah, because you know, I mean, with some plushies I have, sometimes they have something like really cute on the foot where there's just like a little symbol or something like that, or like a tiny signature on the foot. I always thought those were so cute with plushies. I don't know if I would be able to do an equivalent of that, but it's a goal of mine. It's a goal of mine to make a plushie like Toy Story. Kind of, yeah. Bottom of the foot is a good place for signatures and the like, right? Maybe not on one so small. Maybe it would have to be like a separate thing. A separate little guy. Just talking about it gets me really excited though. Just talking about potential, Nui potential makes me quite excited, because I have some friends that they like have like their plushies of their OCs, and it's always so cute to see them like bring it outside and like take pictures with it. OMG, I can't wait for Andy to be on your foot. Every single plushie is signed Andy. Every single toy ever is signed by Toy Story Andy. But yeah, I've always loved when people take plushies outside. Because I want to bring my plushie to like cafes and put her in like a bread bowl. Would you dip me in clam chowder? Yes, no. It would be my highest honor to be dipped in clam chowder. In a bread bowl. Yes. Sure. Of course, don't ruin your plushies, but also, what if, you know? Can't we have a little bit of fun? I'm sorry, I'm gonna dip the plushie in the jar of fig jam. Oh! If you put her in fig jam, you have to put her like head first. Just like submerge her in that. It's okay, that's why I'm buying multiple. I've seen people have jars of Nuis. Like all of their Nuis are just like stuffed together. In like a scary, like this is the Mintmai jar, and it's just like they're pressed in there, like vacuum sealed. You wouldn't vacuum seal me. You wouldn't do that, would you? Squeaking sounds of my cheek dragging across your screen. Eee! Yeah, you need one Nui to keep precious and pristine, and then the other one you dip in milk and throw at the wall. Classic. I think about that Webkinz, like, it's not a copy pasta, it was just a post that circulates every once in a while. That poor cat plushie that's like rock solid over the years and years and years of wear and tear. Oh my gosh. Gotta put you in situations, TM. Plushies where they should not belong. That is another genre of image I find really funny. That plushie was so well loved. They were well loved. It's okay, guys. I don't know if I could ever actually do that to my plushies. Like, as a joke, it is quite fun. In practicality, oh my gosh. I think it would bother me too much. Just like, even if I washed it after, I'd be like, ugh. Milk. It just feels too wrong. A photo that remains with me is someone who dunked their K-pop photo card in Hot Pot. Oh, have you guys seen the ones where like they drop the plushie into Hot Pot? And it's always so tragic. It's like they're taking pictures like with their Chikawa plushie, so like the plushie is like all this like this pastel color, and then they drop them into the spicy red Hot Pot. The Pompey and the Hot Pot or Chikawa? Oh my gosh. Wait, here. There's a pretty iconic image of him. Chikawa fell into food. Wait, why is it so low? Why is it so low resolution? This image is so crunchy. I don't know. I guess I couldn't find a bigger one fast enough. Look at how small this is. This one! Chikawa fell into food. There's so many photos of this genre. Especially like Hot Pot. At Hot Pot, oh my gosh, this happens. And I see it happen and I'm like, no! So yeah, don't do this to your mint plushie. Beware. Beware. I love that picture. The mala oil. Wait, you can't remember the video? Oh, yes, there's a video of the bird stealing. Oh my goodness. That video is so sad. They're on vacation and they were doing like they were taking pictures, I guess, with their Chikawa or like a video, and it got hawk snatched, like fully. I think any liquid I wouldn't do, but throwing is fine. Yeah, any liquid that's not like soapy water just to wash it. I think I know the video. The bird I was just thinking about when you said plushies in impossible situations. Maybe no situation is impossible. Maybe everything is just more likely than you think in life. Look at this. And you can see their genuine reaction as like the camera just like falls off to the side. How do you can't save your plushie from that. That Chikawa is lost at sea. And that hawk does not have anything to eat. OMG, I'd cry. You know, maybe this is why it's like, maybe it's a good idea to have like wrist straps or something. I'm not crazy for thinking that, right? Like a little wrist strap, like with a Wii remote, but for your Nuis. Stop! This happens so often. I feel like, really, are there a lot more incidents? Because this needs to stop. This is too sad. I would be so sad and like destroyed if a precious Nui I had, or like a collectible, right? Like a lot of times these are character goods and they're not cheap either. And birds come in so fast. Honestly, the funniest part about that hawk video of them sweeping up Chikawa is like many things in the actual series happen like that. There are multiple instances that I could potentially think of Chikawa just like getting taken by a giant bird or something akin to that. In the real series, they're always in danger. Oh, the person found it a bit after. They did? I did not actually see that was an update. I'm really happy to hear that though. It happens canonically. That's the craziest thing. You know, so many people I've spoken to about Chikawa that know the characters but not like anything about the manga or anime, they go, Chikawa has lore? And I'm like, yeah. Chikawa has so much lore and you need to read it or watch it, but I would recommend reading it. After watching much of it, they endanger themselves. You think it's the Chikawa Ling's fault? Chikawa lore is written, but they're just small little guys with like 2 brain cells each. Like, how is this their fault? They need to, you know, they need to work, even if it's risky. It's like their lives are just like this, you know? And there's something, for anyone that reads the manga, the most important arc to me, or like so far, I'm not even fully caught up. My favorite Chikawa arc is hands down the island arc. I really hope oh I really hope that anyone that gives Chikawa's manga a read can at least read that far before deciding if it's for them or not. That's what it matters so much to me. Is that the arc where the screenshot of all of them comes from? I think it's this one. This one. I don't know if it's a screenshot. This is like a... I don't think that arc is animated yet. If it is, I'll cry. I'll cry like happy tears, but I think this is a bit further into the story. But this is the panel, yeah. Where it's like the Avengers. These are my Avengers, okay? Me doesn't have a single thought about Marvel. This is my Avengers. Yeah, it's a pretty long arc. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I think it's really important to me. I love this arc. The writing, the lore in this specific arc, I care so bad. It's such good writing. I know nothing of Chikawa besides the fact that it's really cute. If you read Chikawa and just like give it a chance, I feel like the likelihood that you get invested is very high. There's some really emotional storytelling and some very raw storytelling, and like I love it. These are some of my favorite characters in the series, actually. These two. Yeah. No spoilers though. But these two, like, they're kind of like NPC characters to some extent. but they are some of my favorite not main cast characters. I just really like their story. So bear it in mind. Oh my gosh, wait, the one with 2 leaves. Oh my gosh, Ichi's. I think it's really worth reading. Really worth reading up until like the arc where these 2 characters appear. If you wish to heed my recommendation, I just think the writing is peak. I think that Nagano sensei is nothing short of a genius, actually. Not even being dramatic, it's that good. It's that good. I love it. Alrighty, I think ending our conversation today on Chikawa is pretty good. I can't even keep track of all the different things we talked about today. I streamed much longer than I thought I was going to. Well, I suppose I'm not complaining. It's not a bad thing. It's a good footnote. Yeah, I think I will leave you guys with that recommendation to read. Maybe I'll get the manga to read while at work. I really need them to publish English volumes. I really want them to publish English volumes of Chikawa, because right now there's only Japanese ones. But I think the story it would be easier to recommend to people. I will say that there's like a Chikawa Discord server where there's like fan translations of every single page, and they ping rolls when there's like new episodes and fan translated pages out, because Chikawa is a series that is all posted like on Twitter by the artist. But I really recommend it. It's like a podcast. You end the episode with a recommendation. Yes, Mintmai's recommendation for media today is Chikawa. Yeah, and there's like cute Chikawa emotes too. But it's wonderful. Yaha! I like Usagi. Usagi is sweet. He is my goat. I love them. I love them so much. I think Usagi has a lot of fans, but also a lot of like haters. Maybe not people that actually hate him, but like they're like, why is Usagi so weird and mean to his friends? And I'm like, no, they're different. They work differently, and I love them so much. I'd say give it a chance. It's one of those series where it doesn't. I think the story in Chikawa doesn't pick up for a little bit, but if there's anything I could request, read until the island arc. Yeah. Yes, but Usagi deserves so much love. I love Usagi. That is my bunny. That is my sweet bunny. I was gonna say son or daughter. I think it keeps changing in my head. There's no canon gender for any Chikawa character, but that is my child. They're perfect, beautiful. To my knowledge, it's like not confirmed. So yeah, that's my child. Just child. Stretch. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water too. You guys should hydrate as well. I think I got carried away yip yapping. It was too fun. All right, wait, let's see. Personally, Hachiwara is my idol. Oh, I get that. It's like your oshi, right? Hachiwara feels like, how do I say it? Hachiwara feels like family. You know, like someone that really takes care of you. Hachiwara feels like a good friend that will give you advice in hard times. You know? Rako, my goat. Oh my gosh, I love Rako. I love Rako so much. So cute. Okay, before I forget, I almost started doing a stream outro before showing you guys this week's schedule. Okay, so a little heads up. bit of a busy baker this week. And honestly, it might be more normal in the coming weeks to see just like 3 to 4 streams a week. I used to do just 3 to 4 streams a week too. But yeah, we're packing this week as much as I can. So glad we got to chat today. Tomorrow we're gonna do Pokemon Legends Z to A. Hopefully we can move up a couple ranks and do some main story. And then on Wednesday we're gonna do my first Membun stream. I was really hoping to squeeze in a... Sorry, I have so many burps, oh my gosh. I was really hoping to squeeze in a weekend stream, but it just wouldn't work out with my schedule. So the Membun stream is on a Wednesday, hopefully as a little pick-me-up in the middle of the week. And you know, thank you guys. Thank you, Membuns. If you're not a Membun though, don't worry about it. It is quite simply something I want to do to just like thank everyone's support. And then for Mage Arena, that is on Thursday and it's gonna be later. So it's that collab starts in like a little bit later than this time. It starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is like half an hour away from this. Half an hour away from whatever time it is right now. That's when the Mage Arena collab begins. And then I realized I wrote 25 UTC. Wouldn't it be 1? 25 UTC, we have peaked in time. Shh. No one noticed it when I posted my schedule, okay? No one said anything, so I guess it's like 1 a.m. UTC the next day. My bad. I'm just gonna change it on the file, but I won't post it. Teehee. But yeah, Mage Arena is gonna be really, really fun. It's Mage Arena is with a few familiar faces and a few people I have not met before. So it's gonna be a pretty exciting collab, yeah. I think it'll be good. And then on Friday, Sugi and I have been figuring out our schedules and like planning this for a while. Mostly she's been so lovely and patient with me through a bunch of things I've had to do. But we're finally ready to start Split Fiction. And so, yes, we get to start Split Fiction with the Sugi Aoki. She's a really sweet and lovely friend of mine. I am not sure if for Friday I will multi-stream to Twitch. I'm not sure. I think for ease, I'm just gonna keep all my POVs on YouTube anyway. But yeah, 70% of that stream will be them giggling. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna just like chat with everyone for a little bit, and then we actually do want to make some progress in that game and experience it. So I'm looking forward to it. And that's this week. And I know there's quite a few things I want to do that aren't happening super soon, but we'll try and fit them into the schedule whenever we can. Yeah. As always, I just really appreciate you guys for being here. I feel like a lot of the time I talk very excitedly about various things I want to do, but life and time gets in the way, and then I'm like, oh man, I said so many things. But I'm trying to, more importantly catch up on things that I really want to and need to do for sure. I love when you do talk about them still. Yeah, my brain, I have a very creative brain which runs faster than I can actually work. So I do appreciate everyone just being here with me for the moment and whatever we have in the present for sure. But yes, and also the lovely schedule art this week is by Stavia on Twitter. It's such a cute artwork. I like the little flower friend on my shoulder. It's so beautifully rendered. Thank you for the fan art. I'm really, really grateful. Yeah, here it is. And if you ever want to look at the schedule, it is pinned on Twitter. It's on YouTube in the posts tab, so nothing to worry about. Yippee! So cute, me on your shoulder, for real. Yeah, that's you. It's cute. But yeah, thank you guys for looking over the schedule with me. I I hope you have another really great week. Or I know that we'll have another really great week. And yeah, please take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water. You know, try and sleep like 7 hours, 8 hours, even 9. You deserve it. But yeah, thanks for having a really great Mintmai Monday with me. I'm starting the week right. I'm feeling very, very refreshed. Sometimes my week starts really sleepy, and then I have to chip through a long list of things. But this is excellent. Thank you for the stream. Thank you guys for joining me. Still dying from this cough. Oh no, get well soon. Do you have PayPal Koa? Do you have my favorite PayPal Koa on you? It was a very chill and laid back chatting stream, and that's exactly what I wanted. You might have noticed I didn't even particularly make a thumbnail for today. I feel like it doesn't hurt to just have moments like these. Sometimes you just need a really laid back stream, you know? Thanks for reminding me, actually. Yeah, you gotta get more. You've gotta get more if you don't have any. You should. Alrighty, let me see. Okay. I will be heading out now. But today I'll go ahead and redirect. I think Rem is doing a just chatting, and last time. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I think they're still streaming. I think they're still going. So last time I wanted to redirect. I wanted to redirect into a stream of theirs, and they ended stream. So today let's try and see if we can just say hi. But yeah, no raid message in particular. I feel like with YouTube I like to kind of just quietly slide in, you know? Just support. And so if you wanted another stream to like just kind of get comfy in, Rem is super comfy. I love their ASMRs. Super creative and inspiring stuff. But the ASMR aside, I love to listen to the yaps for sure. So yeah, we're just chilling. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow for Pokemon ZA! Wow! Otsu Longzatsu. Hehe. Oh, that rhymes. That was a really fun chatting stream. Good Mintmai Monday, and I see you tomorrow. Ochu. I get to cook dinner and then take an evening nap. Just kidding. I don't think I have time for a nap today. I will just sleep early tonight. Yeah, Mintmai rocket is blasting off again. See you guys later. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Till hold on, let me do the calculations. In 20 hours, dear friends of flowers. That doesn't work. I was trying to find something that rhymes with flower friends. Till the next bend, flower friend. Alrighty. See you guys. Bye-bye.